right, so tonight we wanted to kind of do something a little bit different. You had the idea this week, Ed, for top 5 baseball players. I think you kind of did it as an all-time, and then I said, well, you know what? Let's do it as top 5 of our lifetimes.
Yeah, and then I asked you again as the show started all time, and you go, yeah.
No, of your time. Just of all time as far as your top 5 favorite baseball.
Okay.
Top 5 favorite baseball players.
All right,
they
ahead.
could be playing now. They could be playing 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, they could be playing during your lifetime.
Okay.
That's from all right. So number 5, and I'm gonna go from like the least, I don't know, the least favorite, I guess you would say. Number 5, you're gonna laugh. Julio Franco.
Okay.
Now,
it's a solid player.
Julio Franco. The only reason he was on my top 5 is I adopted his batting stance my sophomore year, and I hit 400.
Okay.
I'm talking. If you haven't seen Julio Franco's batting stance, he basically had like 2 fingers on the bottom of the bat.
I don't remember this. I got
cocked up over his head, and he kind of hit like this. And the drop down and swing through was about the longest motion ever.
Oh yeah.
So, but the dude hit like 30 to 40 home runs every year. He's a 300 hitter. He was one of those guys that was on the later versions of the Tribe as a kind of like at the end of his career type guy.
Did you ever see Kevin Youkilis's batting stance?
No, but I know I might have actually, because he had something very similar, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, similar. Yeah. But yeah, Julio Franco was my number 5. My number 4, this was a tough one because I as far as, oh God.
Can you see with those terrible eyes?
Well, no, I'm trying to think of where I want to put my number 4. So my number 4 is Darryl Strawberry.
Okay. He's a good player.
I mean, I grew up in the 80s in Southern California. The Dodgers were it. I mean, that was when you had Strawberry. Eric Davis was like my other favorite player at that time. Earl Hershiser. There was just being a Dodgers fan was what everything in California at that point.
Being a Dodgers fan all the time is great.
Well, they had their time. Don't get me wrong. I should have put Tommy Lasorda on my list, actually.
Wow, what a pull. Tommy Lasorda. Wow,
that
what a
was
pull.
my era of Dodgers baseball, dude. Mike
Holy
Piazza,
fuck, you're old.
dude. Man.
Holy fuck, you're old.
Yeah, so Darryl Strawberry, dude, if it wasn't for the Coke, that dude could have played some solid baseball.
That man loved his nose candy.
Yes, he traveled quite a bit. I remember, I think at one point he was with the Mets, the Yankees.
Yeah.
I collected his cards no matter where he went. I was a Darryl Strawberry fan.
Yeah.
Number 3 is going to be Nolan Ryan, dude. The Ryan Express.
Okay, the Ryan Express.
Dude, when you were a kid, it didn't matter where you were from. He was like, everybody that pitched wanted to be Nolan Ryan.
Now,
dude.
what's your favorite memory of Nolan Ryan? Because I have one. I genuinely have one.
I'm trying to remember. It was like a fight when he was with the Houston Astros. I don't know why it sounded like it was going to be a different name or something. But I want to say it was. I remember him with the blue because they had the orange stripe that went across the middle.
You're talking about when he hit Robin Ventura. He stormed the mound, and Robin Ventura. He's a rookie at that time. I remember writing an article on this. Nolan Ryan is in the last portion of his career. He's on his farewell tour,
right?
And he fucking drills Ventura right in the side, and he eats it. And he's like, you know what? Fuck this old guy. Flips his bat, starts running out there, and he goes in. And he goes in to tackle him, and all of a sudden you just see just the meme of just
hold
Ryan.
on a sec. I'm gonna pull it up right here so our everybody can kind of just.
Here's Ventura, RBI single in the first. Watch out! Look at this!
Boom! Just fucking drills him right at the top of the shoulder.
You're gonna come after Nolan Ryan, bro? Look at him. He's like, get out of here!
He gets like 10 shots off.
Whoa!
I knew it.
That man is from Texas, sir. Do you even know what you're doing?
Wow.
Again, Nolan Ryan is in his 40s.
Yeah,
there.
dude. I mean, that is
and
definitely
Robin Ventura's in there at like in his 20s.
Dude, Nolan Ryan was awesome. First player to strike out 20. Maybe it wasn't the first, but I definitely remember his 20 strikeout game. But yeah, dude. I mean, Nolan Ryan was just the beast. Every time you wound up and practiced on your pitch back in the backyard, dude.
Did you ever see the video of him when he was like he ended up throwing out the first pitch? He still has that gas.
Did you watch the documentary? I want to say that came out last year on him. I
didn't even know there was a documentary.
Yeah, I want to say it was like on Amazon or something like that. But
I don't have Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it was called the Ryan Express, and they did the story on him and stuff like that. But yeah, dude, for sure. And you know what? I should have put this name at the bottom, but he kind of made his way towards the top. And this is only because he's got me into baseball again. Is Shohei Ohtani.
Okay.
I love the fact that this dude can pitch with the best of them, hit with the best of them. It makes baseball fun to watch. The game's at 10 o'clock tonight. I'll watch it. I'll watch it because I just want to see it. Him do it. I want to see how the Tribe does again. Or the Tribe, there I go again. I want to see how the Guardians do against him. But it makes baseball fun to watch. Just, whenever you have somebody in sports that's like kind of rewriting the rule book as far as what you don't have to be DH'd for because you're a better hitter than you are a pitcher. You can still go out there and throw a no-hitter. It's possible at any time you take the mound. So
I actually think that's the only thing he's never done.
It's probably, you're right. He hasn't thrown a no-hitter. I know that.
I don't think so.
And then my favorite baseball player of all time, for anybody that knows me, will forever and always be Kenny Lofton, dude.
Such a great player.
My first memory of Kenny Lofton is I wasn't even moved to Ohio. Actually, I think we just moved to Ohio. We hadn't even moved. No, we didn't even move to Ohio yet. We were visiting here with my uncle. And it was like the year that Jake just opened.
Okay, so like the 93s?
Yeah, it would have been like 93, I think.
Okay.
Rainy kind of day, like not like a hard rain, but just like the constant drizzle, where like the chalk lines are raised up about a half inch.
Yeah.
And Kenny Lofton lays down this perfect bunt down the third baseline. And you know how it is, like when there's a bunt that's on the foul line, like the whole team is just trying to like hope that it goes foul. Like the pitcher's there, the third baseman's there, the catchers, they're all standing. And Kenny Lofton ran to a third base on a triple inside the freaking infield bunt, dude. It was the coolest thing. Maybe it was second base. I thought it was third base, but it was the coolest thing ever. From that day on, I was like, I'm diehard Kenny Lofton fan.
Yeah.
Like, I remember him stealing home when I didn't even think that was like a thing. I mean, Ricky Henderson did it a couple of times too, but so I was number 7 all through my baseball career.
Okay.
But that's my top 5, Ed. So, Julio Franco, Darryl Strawberry, Nolan Ryan, Shohei Ohtani, and Kenny Lofton. So let's hear yours because you're a tad bit younger than me.
It's pretty easy for me. It goes Mike Trout, Randy Johnson, Tim Lincecum, Jose Ramirez, Josh Donaldson.
Okay.
So all 5 of them
memories of any
all
of them?
5 of them hold very, very special memories in my heart. I like Josh Donaldson because he is a scrappy asshole baseball player that I really, really like. He was a dog in Toronto. And when he came to Cleveland, I loved it. Something about him of just like, I don't take no shit from nobody attitude when he really should have fought Manny Machado when he was in Oakland and Manny was in Baltimore. That was a great series. But the Bringer of Rain, what a fucking great nickname right there.
Great nickname.
I mean, one of the best nicknames I think I've ever heard. Again, MVP type of player.
Which one of these players did you add at the last minute, if you don't mind me
Donaldson.
asking? Okay.
Donaldson for sure. Jose Ramirez goes up there as well. A hometown guy. I've never seen a better baseball player in my life that can run, hit, field, hit for power, and be a clubhouse guy like he is. He has the 5-star talents.
And a hometown guy too, right? We've talked about multiple times about the lowered money that he's taking.
Greatest baseball player I've ever seen with my eyes personally. And then we'll always wear that jersey. And if he ever goes anywhere else, it won't look the same. It is still weird for me to see Lindor, even almost 6 years later.
I was just going to ask you, would Lindor be on that team, on that 100%. Favorite list if he didn't
100%.
leave?
Not even a question. Yep.
Yeah, I think so too. For me, even
Lindor was that.
He got me back into the Guardians when they were still the Tribe, years ago. And then when I knew he was going to be gone with the money, and fuck the Dolans for letting a guy like that leave.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Tim Lincecum's up there, the freak, the franchise, Tim Jam, the GOAT. One of the best pitchers ever in a short time period. The lore around his name. When you say Tim Lincecum around San Francisco Giants fans, and even baseball fans in general, they get it. The guy was 5'11", and he could pitch the absolute daylights out of a baseball.
Oh, I remember him.
He won 2 Cy Young. He won 3 World Series. He won 2 Cy Youngs. He threw 2 no-hitters against the Padres.
Wow.
I think it's him and Sandy Koufax are the only 2 players ever to throw multiple no-hitters.
I remember when he came out, but I didn't realize he was so dominant in his time frame for being an under 6-foot pitcher.
Prime, dude. I don't think you realize in his prime, he was one of the best pitchers in the entire league. His prime was one of the best ever.
San Francisco his entire career up until
when he went to the Angels and then he went to the Rangers.
Yeah, but his did he go to the Rangers?
And invite
think
to
he
camp,
actually
invite to
played.
camp, never broke roster at that point.
Yeah. I mean, he just had that stretch in the early, like late 2008, 9, 10, where he was dominant 262, 248, 274, 343. So, yeah, I could see. And then it just,
If his hips didn't take him out of baseball, he'd be one of the best to ever do it.
Wow.
Now, Randy Johnson's up there. Arguably one of the greatest players of all time, the best left-handed
I'm
pitcher.
surprised Randy Johnson's almost before your time, no?
62, I'm 27. Yes, he is before my time, but he still played a long time. I want to just make sure I have these notes correct here. Give me just 1 second. So he retired in 2009.
Wow.
So I was 10 years old at that time.
I didn't realize that.
The big unit. Okay. He led the league in strikeouts. I want to say this 9 times in his career.
He was dominant, dude.
Over the
he was
age
like
of 30.
6'7" or 6'8".
6'10".
Yeah.
6'10".
Just like I just remember thinking about the dive that ball had to take coming from a left-hander too.
Bro,
ridiculous.
Like I mean, imagine this. You're up at the plate and the mound away from you is 60 feet 6 inches. Randy Johnson is 6'10". I mean, it's like his cheat code. It's like he's pitching it from 50 feet away.
Dude, listen to this. From 93 at 10, 94, 9, then 6, 5, then 10, then 12. Complete games. 8. Like this dude, there was a point in time where he threw
need to
double
read this to
digits.
I need to read this to you.
That's out of that is crazy, dude.
So let me ask you this. Let me just ask you this here really quickly because I'm going to get on this
tangent. Sucks that
tangent.
he was on such a terrible team that he was literally a 500 pitcher.
He still won a World Series. So let me ask you this. When do you see a guy's prime in sports turn like over the hill? After what age? What would you consider the prime of a player?
It depends on sport. Baseball, probably mid-30s.
Okay. I want to show you this from age 31 to 42.
Is this when he went to Arizona?
This is from the last half of his Seattle days. He went to Houston and Arizona, and then he finished out his career with the Yankees, Arizona, and then the San Francisco Giants again.
Yeah.
From 95 to 2006, 5-time Cy Young Award winner.
When is this? Oh, 95 to
95. In that time frame, he led the league in strikeouts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. 6 times.
Yeah.
Okay. It's disgusting. He threw 35 complete games in 3 different seasons. I'm sorry. 35 games started. Yes, you're right. Complete games 12, 8, 3, 8, 10, 5. I mean, I'm just going all over the place with here. And we're talking about an iron horse that pitched innings 271, 260, 248. 249.
You're talking about his early years in Arizona. I'm looking at those stats right now.
His early years in Arizona was when he was 37.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was just saying. I mean, that was the best baseball of his career. 2.48, 2.64, 2.49, 2.32 ERA for a starting pitcher. I mean, the only time he was better than that was in 97 at 2.28. Like, I mean, Randy Johnson was the GOAT at pitching, dude.
He is the best left-handed baseball player I have ever seen play as a pitcher. He's the big unit for a reason.
I wonder what that trade looked like between Seattle and Houston.
If you want to see a good documentary, again, Secret Base on YouTube. I don't like to give free shout outs, of course, but they did a great documentary on the whole thing, on the whole Seattle Mariners. So the last guy I have here, it's no shock. It's no question. It really shouldn't be a shock to anybody if you followed us for a while here. Mike Trout.
Yeah.
Greatest baseball player I've ever seen play. I should have screenshotted his baseball reference page, but it's so large that I don't think it would fit actually in the screenshot itself. Give me just 1 second here. We're going to go Trouty.
Dude, real quick, Randy Johnson was traded to the Astros for prospects Freddie Garcia, Carlos Guillen, and the player to name later, which ended up being John Holema. Because it was a contract year, he refused to sign. The Astros sought a rental pitcher, basically. In that time in the Astros, he went 10-1 in 11 starts with a 1.28 ERA. But they lost in the in the divisional series to San Diego, and then he joined Arizona after that. But dude, that is in 10-1 with a 1.2 ERA.
And he's a starting pitcher.
That is stupid, dude.
In a day and age nowadays where you don't even get a chance to see a guy ever even hit 200 innings pitched anymore, this dude was lights out later in his career.
Yeah.
So, Mike Trout. Oh, Mike Trout. 3-time MVP, Rookie of the Year, 11-time All-Star, 9-time Silver Slugger, 2-time All-Star MVP, Major League Player of the Year, and the Wilson Overall Defensive Player of the Year. You want to know how many times he won MVP before the age of 30?
How many?
I could tell you. All 3 times.
Wow.
His last time he won was in 2019 when he was 27 years old. The guy is the greatest player ever. Ever. Not even a question. From 2015 to 2019, there was a stretch where he led the league in OPS, OPS plus, ROBA, RBAT plus, on base percentage. He did lead the league in strikeouts at one point, but he led the league 3 different times in walks as well. He led the league in stolen bases at one time, RBIs at one time, runs, WAR, you name it. This guy has been one of the greatest players ever.
It's crazy to think that he's been in the league for 15 years, dude.
16.
It makes me feel so fucking old.
2011 to 2026.
I mean, 2022 is really his last solid year when he had 40 home runs. Then last year he came back, had 26 home runs. So, I mean,
again,
we'll
he's
see
been
what
plagued.
happens. He's off to a great start this year. Hopefully they can keep him healthy. They don't overplay him and they keep him loose. But
The guy is just the greatest player ever.
So is that your 5 or did you miss one?
That's my 5.
Who is it again?
Josh Donaldson, Jose Ramirez, Tim Lincecum, Randy Johnson, Mike Trout.
Awesome. That's a hell of a top 5.
I think Mike Trout will go down as the greatest player ever. I think if he wins one World Series and wins another MVP, it's not even a debate.
Guys, if you listened this far, appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow. And in the meantime, make sure you tell us who your top 5 baseball players of your generation are. I mean, some of you guys might be 70, 80 years old who've got players like Babe Ruth and Joe DiMaggio and Mickey Mantle, Shoeless Joe Jackson. If you build it, they will come. You ever watch that movie?
Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Are you ready?